Well, I'm all freshened up this morning. Nicely shaved, did the hair. Going to the dentist. Yep, the annual teeth cleaning. It's an exciting time. The kids are just chilling out this morning, playing with their little flowers that can be stacked. Billy, how you doing there? Stacking some stems. Highly focused. And so is Benny. So my teeth, they're all clean now. I made the amateur mistake though. You know when you like sit down in the dentist chair and they're like, okay, so we're gonna give you an oral exam and you're gonna get x-rays and this and this and this and it's like, yeah, do it. And then you go to pay for it and you're like, oh, right, I forgot. Like, you can't say yes to everything. Normally I'm like, no, I don't need x-rays. No, I don't need polish. No, I don't need the oral exam. No, I don't need any of that. You get out of there, you know, and it's, you know, reasonable. But then this time I didn't. That was a mistake. But now I'm at the mall and I'm going to the Lego store. So we'll probably make some mistakes there too. Not mistakes, I gotta get some stuff for the city. So there's this new coffee shop that's right by the Lego store. You can see it in the distance there. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this coffee. Like, I'm gonna grab a latte. I'm gonna try it out. So I grabbed this latte. Chai latte is what they gave me. Oh my gosh, do I go return it and say I didn't order a chai latte? Or do I just experience the chai flavors? I don't know. I don't know what to do, folks. I'm not a huge fan of chai lattes. And they gave me a chai latte. I don't know about that. You know what? The flavor's growing on me though. So we're gonna stick with the chai latte. I'm just enjoying it while looking at cameras. I always do this. Always wanted to invest in one of these cameras, but never have. Just stick with my good old DJI camera. I don't know. I should probably get like some crazy mirrorless camera or DSLR or whatever it is. But then you gotta get like the lenses and the body and get all the fancy equipment. I don't know, man. Here I am filming with my phone. There you go. That's what I need for the studio. A little USB fan. Look at that. It's on sale for 20 bucks. It's retro. Is it just me that comes to electronics stores just to look at electronics when I have spare time? Or I just want to escape reality and just look at electronics like, wow, look at that thing. You know, just to look at cool stuff. Things that could improve your setup. I just love doing that. I guess in some cases I'm a window shopper, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, look at this LG soundbar. It's a manager special. It's 50% off. Wow. So I ended up at the Lego store, and look at that, there's another set that I need to build. I still haven't built that. But I picked up 3 pad boxes and also something huge. Yeah, but I need to build that. I also need to hang all my art. I mean to take care of some stuff at the studio today. Now I gotta get a good old oil change from Mr. Lube. So 2 fun things already here today. The dentist and car servicing. 2 things that I just can't stand paying for. But the reality is, it's like, these are necessities. You gotta have good dental health. Like, that's something you need. And if you're gonna own a vehicle, you gotta change the oil. And today I got hit with 2 other ones too. Coolant service and also like fuel injector servicing or whatever. You know, these guys, they always pitch to me, it's been this many kilometers, you're due for this servicing. And I'm like, okay, let me just quickly Google it. And I Google it and it says, yeah, this many kilometers, you need to do this servicing and that servicing. So it's like, all right, well, we better do it because, you know, this vehicle gets me and my family around safely, so I've got to do it. But now I'm at Walmart because I need some groceries for the studio, and we'll check out the Lego department as well. Look at that, loading up pretty good there. I even got a new spray mop. Should have got a shopping cart. It's a little bit heavy. That's all right, though. I think we're going to survive. I don't know. It's always worth checking out the Lego aisle, right? But for the most part, you can't really find anything on sale anymore. So maybe it's not worth checking out anymore, Walmart. You know, you're hurting my feelings. Yeah, nothing good at all. Okay, well, that's no good. I think the best thing is right over here. show you. It's the Halo Ghost. I'm just kidding. Lego's way better than Mega Constructs. But hey, it's August 1st soon, and there's a bunch of new sets coming up. What's this on clearance for $39? Blue and Beta. This one's on sale. It's only $5 off though. Woo! Dollar drink days? I think so. Not bad at all. I'll take two. Listen to that vehicle too. She's running smoothly. Gotta love it. All right, I'm at the studio. And today is just sort of going to be a maintenance day. I want to try and take care of some stuff here in the studio specifically. Like all this garbage. It's been hanging out for so long. That's got to go. So I'm going to load that in the back of my car right now. Got to clean up some of this wood and some of this lumber and stuff. I want to take care of some stuff over there in one of the most important rooms too. Oof, that's a hot ground floor temperature. Don't look at my reflection, eh? I may or may not be wearing a shirt right now. It's probably like 32 degrees up here, I tell ya. Oh my gosh, and I was doing a bunch of running back and forth. Look at all the boxes. Oh man, I achieved my my goal though. You know, I was pretty excited about getting all that stuff the heck out of the way, because I've been doing some woodworking and just moving around and stuff, so there's like little pieces of wood and garbage and just stuff everywhere. So I've got my little guy over here. He's motoring around, vacuuming the place for me. So I like that. This is a much better look. Way better. I'd like to take the time to address a couple of comments from my last few videos. So recently I started building this mountain, as I'm sure you know. And I've built a lot of mountains throughout the years, and I've built them different ways, specifically the underlying like support structure. This one here, I decided to use the train supports, that's what I call them, that's not their actual name, and also the 16 by 16 panels. And recently I built a giant ski slope and also Santa Claus's mountain, and I used the IKEA boxes as the support structures for those two builds. Now, the reason I decided not to use the IKEA boxes this time around is because the IKEA boxes are only good for modules that aren't going to move around very often. These here, unfortunately, they don't lock down. They're not going to have what I would call clutch power on the bottom. They just sit loosely. They do lock into the studs, but there's nothing holding them down. So in order to build mountains with these, the only way that I would do that is if I were to fully mills plate the base plate that they sit on. So if these sit on like a fully mills plated base plate, like over here, okay, well that's all right, because now I can pick it up like this. But if it's on a floppy base plate, for example, if I try to pick this up, well, that's just not gonna work. So the reason I decided to build these that way is because I wanted it to be really strong. I knew they were going to be moved around a lot. I didn't want to allocate a ton, like a ton of plate to mills plating the base plates underneath the entire structure of that mountain. I just thought that would be a tremendous waste of parts. Then there were some other comments saying, well, why didn't you use Duplo? Did you know that Duplo can be used as base supports? Of course, I know that Duplo can be used as supports, and I know Duplo bricks are compatible with like 2x4 bricks or 2x6 bricks with a regular Lego system. I know that, yeah, for sure. The reason I didn't do that is because I don't have any Duplo. I guess like the only way you can get cheap Duplo is if you buy it on local classifieds, which I haven't really researched into doing. I'm sure there is a bunch of local classifieds, and I should look into that, because what you can do is put some 2x4 bricks down, put a Duplo brick on, and then you can put 2x4 bricks on top. So it just gets you up a lot quicker, and you can use Duplo for support. But I just don't have any of that in my collection. So that's why I didn't use the IKEA boxes and also Duplo bricks for these mountains specifically. Oh yeah, I also forgot that I built the medieval diorama elevation with the IKEA boxes. It works really good for this castle because this is fully mills plated under here. So I can just grab this whole mills plate, no problem. Like it's all good. Obviously with two hands it'd be a lot easier. This one doesn't. So when I go to pick it up, these things like move and they're not locked down. So yeah, it's not really ideal unless you're willing to mills plate the entire base plate that the IKEA boxes sit on. All right, it's really hot in here. This is the last thing about heat. A lot of people have been telling me to put fans in here. Of course, I have fans, you bet. Some people have been telling me to put an AC unit up here, like one of the portable ones, and vent it out the window. These windows, they don't open, so that's not an option. See, look, computer editing, fan, blasting right on me. All right, everybody, including myself, wants this art up off the ground. I must get 2, 3, 4 comments a day saying, hey, hang your art, hang your art, hang your art. I want to see your art hung. I know. I want to do it too. I should just do it today. I've got the command strips ready to go. They're right here. I want to do this when Mrs. Bricksie is here. She is like the foreman of hanging art. She's going to tell me, oh, I'm going to say we should do the Siths here. We should do the world map there. We should do these ones over here. We should do that, do this, right? So I want her here because we always hang the art together. Mrs. Bricksie hasn't been here for probably over a month and a half. So next time she's here, it's going to be the job that we do. I promise you that. Next time Mrs. Bricksie is here, I will hang the Lego art, but I want to do it with her. I don't know, just like, where should I put all the Sith art? Like, maybe all the Star Wars ones should go there. Maybe the world map should go there. Where should I put these tall ones? I don't know. There's also an open space up there where I've got some other art, like my kids, their mosaics. And then I've also got the Bricksie sign, which is right there. I need to get a taller ladder so I can hang it above the HVAC system there. I don't know. I'm procrastinating on that front. I've just got so much to do, and I want to do it with Mrs. Bricksie. I want to do it with somebody else. I don't want to do it on my own. Speaking of having way too many things to do, there's been a lot of comments saying, hey, I remember back in the good old day when you had a whiteboard in your Lego room and you made a list of all the different projects that you have on the go and all the different things that you need to do. You should reintegrate the whiteboard. Great idea, but why did I get rid of the whiteboard? Because I got with the times, and I have a Google Docs list where I can access from my computer, from my phone, access anywhere, and on that Google Doc is a list of all my things to do, the schedule of all the content that I have planned for the next 2 weeks, all the embargo dates, all the important information like GST numbers and all this different stuff. So I have like a 4-page Google Doc that constantly is updated and is constantly being worked on from my mobile phone. Whether it be late at night, I have an idea, scratch it down on the Google Doc. So why isn't there a whiteboard anymore? Just because, yeah, man, I'm working here in the 21st century and digitalized. I got with the times. So yeah, that's why I don't have a whiteboard. Just because the Google Docs is just way more efficient, and I just love working from computers and from my mobile device. So that's why it doesn't exist. Watch it, watch it. Don't hit that stuff. This is gonna seem ridiculous, everybody, but I'm gonna do it. We're gonna feature the bathroom upgrades in this video. So this is just terrible. Terrible, I tell you. There's nowhere to put anything. There's no mirror, there's no shelf, there's no hand towel rack, there's no toilet paper dispenser, there's nothing in here. It's just brutal. I got my rags just like hanging over the sink. It doesn't look good at all. I'm gonna change that. Introducing the Moen Preston. Oh yeah, I can't wait to install that along with this shelf. I just might command strip this mirror too. It's not that heavy, and I think it would be fine to command strip. As long as it sits on this ledge, defying gravity, and then the command strips just hold it in place. I don't have a way to drill into this concrete. There is a screw that we put up there, but I just couldn't find a mirror that had a string on the back. So we'll see if the command strips can do it. But yeah, this needs to be upgraded. I've been meaning to do this forever. I think that's going to be the perfect spot for some Lego art. Hey? Right above the toilet. There you go. Look at that. Got the mirror installed, the shelf, the hand towel, the other towel rack, the toilet paper dispenser. Wow, we are living large here, folks. We are living large. That is awesome. I've been meaning to take care of this for quite some time. It went, pretty flawlessly, I would say. The only thing that gave me a little bit of trouble was this shelf. I don't know if you can see it. It's just, it's because the drywall anchors that they gave me were garbage. I couldn't put it into studs based on the hanging mechanism on the back. So what I did was I cheated. I drilled a pilot hole, then I put a screw through it and also a washer to hold it in place, and now it's in studs. So when I got heavy things on here like dish soap and whatever it may be, I know it's not going anywhere. The mirror is command stripped. There's 4 of the command strips on there. I think they can hold like up to 14 pounds or something like that. It used to hold my Darth Vader art, like the big one, like these ones, so I don't think it's gonna go anywhere, to be honest with you. These are much heavier than that mirror. Just gotta be careful. Maybe I should have put 6 on, because I put them like 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't put any in the middle. So when you clean the mirror, you gotta make sure not to apply too much pressure in the middle of the mirror. Maybe I should have put 6, put a row through the center, but it is what it is. Look who's still going. I moved him over here because I wanted him to clean up the mess I just made. Like, come on, buddy, what's all this stuff doing on the diorama table here? That is unacceptable. I put one of these in the freezer to keep it cold, and now it's frozen. What do you know? Well, just like that, everybody, it's already 20 to 7. Where does time go? I really don't know. I truly don't anymore. The older you get, quicker it goes. I'll be back here tomorrow and I'll continue working on the city, but for now, you gotta get home ASAP and bask in my air conditioning. I don't even think I can continue in here today. I need like a portable fan wearing around my neck and just like, what, can't you get those? Like, that's what I need. The one that's hands-free. Oh my goodness, the big question is what am I going to work on tomorrow? I haven't even given that any thought. It's for sure going to be the city all day. Tomorrow I'm going to take on some sort of project in the city. I'll have to figure that out tonight, I guess. Oh yeah, I forgot that I need to wash the car because it's splattered with bugs right now. And Mrs. Bricksie and I are trading vehicles tomorrow, so she's gonna have this back as the baby wagon. That's why I wanted it to just be fully serviced for her. Oh yeah, I forgot about my car full of stuff. I gotta go dump this too. Just remember, no sleeping in the bins. Well everybody, there you go. It's one of the final dad tasks of the day, swapping up the car seats. The big question is what on earth am I doing with my free time? Apparently not building Lego. My gosh, look at that backlog. It is getting out of hand. And another thing I'm not doing is hanging art. The walls here in the basement are still bare. Oh my gosh. What am I doing? I just need to put some nails in the wall and hang all the art we have. As I was doing that, Mrs. Bricksie transferred the files from this video and started editing for me, and I walked into the computer room and I was like, what is this? Passion fruit coconut sour? That sounds delicious. So as I was changing the car seats, I was thinking to myself, you know what's great about the other vehicle that we have? It too needs an oil change, and I'm sure a whole bunch of other services as well. So I'll probably take care of that within the next week or so. Not something you can really procrastinate about there, that's for sure. You know what Jose and I watched for the first time ever yesterday? Shawshank Redemption. That's right, we've never seen it. We've looked up the list of top 250 movies and we're picking and choosing which ones we want to watch. We want to take on The Godfather next. Never seen it. I know. Crazy. Got to start watching some cool stuff. Today is Thursday. The new episode of The Boys was released. So we're approaching 9 o'clock after editing this video. And that's what we're going to do after. That's really about it, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this little vlog. Remember to like, subscribe, and peace out. Farewell.